Did the stream just hmm. Okay, it seems like it's back on. All right. A bit of technical difficulties there, but it seems like everything is working as it should now. So let's continue. Gonna isolate this pretty small. This guy is not limping that wide, but I'd still like to play a pot against him since he's very weak, it seems. Just gonna check call with ace king. He just had a check fold going on him, so just gonna bet the turn. When you see a guy just insta checking like he did there, you should always just bet the turn pretty much with any two cards, even though you were planning on check folding, because when he just has the check fold button going, it's very unlikely he's going to improve on the turn and call your bet. So just making a pretty solid amount of money. Gonna go ahead and make a bit of a 4-bet here, given that this guy seems to be squeezing quite a lot. I felt like King Jack, why not? We block a decent amount of the hands that he wants to get in, and when he squeezes like jacks and kings and ace king, so going for the heroic 4-bet there seemed like the play. This guy is not really 3-betting so much. That being said, I have ace king, so I don't think folding is an option there. Question is, how wide is he really squeezing? I think when we get to this point, I think check calling with ace king is the play, and guess we could try to bluff here on the river, try to get him to fold. But is he really squeezing with tens? I really don't think so. So let's just check, and I assume that we win or chop at that point. This guy is not really 3-betting a whole lot, so just call with the pocket jacks against his 3-bet. So we see what happens here. He had 3-7 really. Okay. So I guess he is picking up on the fact that I am stealing quite a lot, trying to play back at me a bit. So it's nice to note that we got to showdown and saw his holding there. So we can probably assume he's 3-betting us quite a bit lighter than his usual opponent. Sure, let's 3-bet here. 6-7, 5-6 suited, probably good enough. Gonna c-bet. Don't expect to get that many folds on the flop, but still we have a flush draw plus some backdoor straight draw potential, and could easily have like king queen and fold by the river. So yeah, without expecting many folds on the flop, we still think, or I still think, it's a good idea to bet there with a decent amount of equity when called. Deuces is just not a great spot to be doing anything there. Queen deuce, no thanks. Even against the min, I defend almost any two. 8 deuce offsuit is probably one of the hands that I'm going to muck there. 5-8 suited looks good, but isn't really very good. 5-8 suited just doesn't really flop that many straights. We got 3-bet here by this guy. Yeah. He's making it pretty big and he's short, and yeah, didn't really think that it would be a great situation for us there. Doing too much playing back. Though Queen Jack is a very pretty hand, and against a guy who I think would be 3-betting wider on the button, I guess I could call. But against a regular opponent, I think our best option is just to fold without a read. Just gonna make a very big raise here on the turn. Hope to get some value. My VPIP is around 25%, and my PFR is 20% over the last 41,000 hands. So it's a pretty significant sample. My 3-bet is around 7.5%, and my squeeze is around 10%. So I'm not 3-betting that much, and I'm not like playing way too many hands. Playing around close to 60% of hands on the button, playing close to around 30% in the cutoff, and around 20% middle position, and a bit tighter in early position. But I think those stats are pretty decent than the post flop stat. Guess we can value bet here against this guy. It just seems to be very loose. With the queen jack, playing 20, 15, and 8% 3-bet. Yeah, I guess that's a bit on the tight side. Mostly you should probably be looking for a few more steal spots, because on the low limits people are just folding a lot to steals, so that's kind of an easy way to just make a decent amount of money, just to be stealing a whole lot, especially when you start to get hands on people. Like, I have a pretty significant sample on this guy on my left here, on the table, my left table. He's folding 86% of steals, and I can see here he's folding versus a steal in the big blind 86% of the time. So he is a decent target for us to be stealing against. If they are above 67% in fold to steal, you can make pretty much order profit by just stealing any two cards against them. Okay, this guy is 3-betting quite a lot and getting a decent price here. I guess we could call. Could also argue for 4-betting here, which I don't actually hate, given that there is so much dead money in the pot. It's just I mean, if this guy has a hand, he has a hand, right? But there's just so much dead money in the pot, and when this guy cold calls the 3-bet by this guy, I think it's pretty unlikely he has a very strong hand. So I felt like 4-betting there was a good option. So this guy just calls my 4-bet. I guess jacks and queens are likely. Ace king is likely. I think we go ahead and bet here. Calls pretty quickly. We block jacks, which kinda sucks, because that's kind of a hand we can get to fold now. You can still have queens. Kings are likely. You could easily have ace king as well. Would he be checking with Gonna bluff here, hope he folds ace king. I mean, it is kind of a weird line by me, but I guess I would have expected him to be betting if he had a had a queen or ace king. I mean a queen or a hand like pocket kings. I felt like those hands would be betting the river. So when he checks, I mean he could definitely have, I guess, ace queen maybe once in a while, but is he really gonna call my 4-bet with ace queen? Um, I don't think he does that like 100% of the time. Maybe like 50% of the time. And we were losing to ace king, of course. Blocking the jacks, as I mentioned, kind of sucked. But yeah, it seemed to work out there. I'm gonna go for a small raise here, just to keep him on his toes when he calls my raise. I mean, he's gonna have a queen like probably 70% of the time here. I don't think I'm overstating it. So do we really want to be betting here? Not expecting him to fold the queen like ever? Or would we just rather just realize our equity against, say, hands like pocket 8s and 9s and 10s? We have a lot of equity against those hands on the turn. Probably like 40%, 39%. I guess we just check now. Hope he doesn't have a queen. Like the check raise on the flop wasn't really to get him to fold the queen, right? Check raise on the flop was kind of to get him to fold. Say he has a hand like 2-7s and c-bets. Is he really gonna call a raise with that hand? Maybe, maybe not. But against a hand like that, once we turn this much equity, and like I mean, I said I thought he had a queen like 70% of the time, and he's never folding a queen on the turn. So why would we bet on the turn, not expecting him to fold a queen like ever? That doesn't really make much sense. Like, and if he has pocket 7s, is he really going to turn pocket 7s into a bluff on the river? Like, say we check here on the turn, he has pocket 7s, the river is a 9. Is he really just gonna bluff with a pocket 7 hand? Even on like say not a 6 isn't exactly a brick, but like a deuce river or something. I don't know. It's pretty interesting, I think. Gonna bet here once he checks. It's my range a bit better than his range. How many 9s does he have here? Not super many, so I'm just gonna bet again. Not expecting him to have that many 9s in his range, and expecting him to bet most of his sets and 2 pairs on the flop. So I did decide to call it. Gonna bet the turn here, and probably the river as well. think he can fold like like a hand like a 10. I mean, he does have a decent amount of two pairs, but hand like king 10 or ace 10, or I mean, maybe like a lone queen finds a fold once in a while on the river, but yeah, I think it's decent. We have ace king in our range. He doesn't, and ace queen I guess is more likely in our range than in his. I mean, I think he probably three bets ace queen a decent amount. So he's probably capped to having the best hand, 9-8, which is obviously not folding here on the river, but is he really just going to be bluffing twice here? Yeah, I can find a better hand to bluff catch with there. Decided to go ahead and call there. With a tight player in the blinds, I guess I expect him to play pretty honest and not 3-bet a lot. His 3-bet stat was only 2%, so didn't expect him to squeeze me out. And I assumed that the short stack was a weaker player. Not the greatest straight draw here with the 8-9, but I think it's okay. Once this guy just snap checks the river, I think we have to bluff. Going to 3-bet this hand against this guy. He's not folding a ton to 3-bet, so kind of using a more sort of a linear range against his opening range. Linear being me taking the best hands from my range and going ahead and raising those. So when we bank here on the river, him still min raising, I guess we just jam it in. Question is whether or not we should just check here and let him bluff. I think we should just check here and let him bluff. Maybe give him a bit of time to think about bluffing. He didn't really want to, so that's okay. Alright, gonna see bet here with the ace of diamonds. This guy is very aggressive. Um, but I guess we're just gonna give it up. Add Alboid. Yeah. Um, I'm using a program called Stars Helper to convert the big blinds into, I mean, convert the dollar amounts on the tables into big blinds. So a stack that says 100 100 here means actually that they have 100 times 16 cents. That means they have $16 in their stack. Every time nice hands. I'm not sure if you think that I'm getting dealt nice hands, or whether I'm playing nice hands, or whether I'm playing my hands well. But either way, decided to call the 3-bet. Guy is tight, man. Guy is tight. Gonna call the flop. Probably fold the turn if he bets again. Yeah, he's just very tight. Guess he is 3-betting a decent amount. He is. He could be betting a hand like Ace Jack and Jack 10 and a flush draw here. So I guess I wouldn't hate a call on the turn. But he's just so tight. Is he just... Okay, I'm gonna make a tight fold. Yeah, don't worry, Alboid. It's it can be a bit confusing at first, but trust me, it's way more confusing to play with the big blind being 16 cents. It's just such awkward 3-bet uh, 3-bet sizings, and just in general all sizings just look awful. Hmm. Pretty loose call on the turn with the ace queen, but once I check the flop, I guess with an ace and queen and a 10 being possible outs, I guess I have to call. Mm, to bet the turn or check the turn. I think checking the turn is okay. He's probably not gonna call with the worse hand than mine, and like an ace could could probably fold. So Key CZ asks how long I've been playing poker. Wow, I've been playing poker on and off for, I guess I'd say like 2 years, 3 years probably. But I only really started playing seriously like about a year ago. Up until then, I've probably just been splashing a bit around, playing a few tournaments and stuff like that. Just having fun with the game. I am definitely having fun with the game now as well. Um, um, but just I've just been playing casually for a while and then started to play a bit more seriously just recently. I think this guy probably just has ace queen, and yeah, don't think he's gonna fold. So let's see what happens here. I guess he could have a set as well, or 9-7. So that kind of sucks. Us drawing dead on the. Okay. A few pretty hard decisions here for us. I mean, does this make sense? No. Let's just call. Pretty nice call, huh? Oh, that's pretty funny. You must feel pretty shitty right now. Oh. I mean, when you see something that doesn't make sense, you should have a tendency to be a bit more skeptical of what they are actually representing as far as hands go. So I decided not to believe that guy there. And with the kings, I think it's just unfortunate how that turned out. I didn't expect him to call a 3-bet with the 9-7 suited, given how tight he is. So I didn't really consider that being an option. Called my 3-bet with 9-7 suited. And that this is hijack. In hijack, this is 3-bet floats with gotcha and BDFD. And jams on 5-8 queen rainbow. So it's gonna call pretty much any two when he does that. And shitty flop. Sure, let's see a flop with these guys. They seem to be fun. You always want to be playing with the players that look the most fun to play with. Hmm. Don't really know what this guy has. He probably just has pocket eights here. I have a friend coming over pretty soon, so I'm probably gonna end the stream momentarily. But for all of you guys who have been watching here today, um, I hope that you've had fun, and I hope that I'll see you on my stream another time once I go ahead and stream again. Um, if you click the follow button, you will get a notification whenever I will be online again. So if you want to do that, you can do that. If you just if you've already followed, I hope to see you again soon. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I had a good time streaming for you guys, and yeah, it's a very it's not only hopefully educational for you guys, it's very educational for me as well, to try and explain to you guys why I make certain decisions in certain situations. Sometimes you'll see me have a bit of a rough time explaining what I'm trying to say, but hey, we're all learning here. So I am by no means a top tier professional, but I hope I'll be able to learn with you guys and improve my game so I can play a bit higher stakes in the future, and hopefully make a lot of money. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. It was good fun, and I'll probably be streaming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Until then, bye and see you next time.